Anthra, which looks like he's online. Would you want to try to solo tank it?
I mean, I can. I don't care. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Any word on Minerva?
He hasn't said anything.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, if he's here, he can. If he's here, he can tank. If he wants to play something else, I'll tank. I don't care.
Yeah. I need to see how you override a G-code macro.
In what way?
Basically, if they include this other file, I want it to be the version of print start.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Let me get the thing, because there's actually a thing specifically for that.
Yeah, I figured there was. I'm trying to find it at the moment.
I'm calling it up now. Let's see. There's actually a thing specifically for that.
Yeah, I figured there was.
Let's see. Yeah. This is out of main sales config, so it should be accurate. If they put that in their
RAM
include,
existing.
Yeah. If they basically, if you put that in the include, it should override the original.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason in my head, I thought it was like an override keyword, like literally override.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, all right, let me look this up if I can't find it. And override's not the exact word. Yeah, for some reason in my head, I thought it was like an override keyword, like literally override. Basically, I am reworking the Baby Belt Pro Clipper firmware. So that cool. Basically, I am reworking the Baby Belt Pro Clipper. So that like they just grab the extra files to include and add include lines rather than modifying this, that, or the other in their printer config.
That's a start, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to see how it plays out, but it's an idea.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Based on the conversation I had with Rob last night, he has half a mind to say he's not going to continue Marlin's support for the Baby Belt with how fucking awesome Clipper has been for it. Because of the 3 additions that I have made to the project. It's also funny because he had told me the guy he got the other kit to that promised to do the documentation, yeah, no. Worst mistake ever. I've been helping this guy with the problems he's having with the alpha kit.
Well, I mean, you're the one who made most of the changes to that kit.
This is not with any of my changes. He's doing the Marlin build.
Oh. I was referring more to hardware changes. But...
Yeah, which none of my hardware changes are included in that build. Gotta reset this file anyway. Oh hey, we're missing one person, Minerva.
Adrian says she's coming.
Oh yeah, while we're waiting.
There she is.
Send you this picture real quick. Middle notification, obviously.
Ah.
I has new friend.
Let's be fair. You already had friends.
Yeah, true. I has new friend on Discord.
Yeah. She already liked you. And I just don't do anything on Discord to have them poke at me.
Yeah. No, I reached out to her and Steve because they accidentally revealed the full email address for the winner of the Phoenix.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like, you might want to make that video private, or do some editing. Steve tried to reach her, and then she saw my Discord message. That's ready. Just waiting on Ruru.
Always waiting on Ruru.
It's fine. So, Minerva, is the Great White North colder than a witch's tit?
She's actually sheltered from that Arctic blast.
Mm.
Yeah, we're doing all right. At least where I am.
Yeah, our feels like when my daughter checked earlier was -8.
Oh, jeez.
That's in Fahrenheit too, so that's even worse than you think.
Ew. True. Yeah, it's 3 degrees Celsius here right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm sitting at roughly -10.
Celsius?
Yes.
Dang.
And
Yeah, so where I'm at, according to the weather forecast, is -15 Celsius.
Jesus.
That's not even the feels like. Our low is -17. Tomorrow, our low is -22 Celsius.
yeah,
Fair,
we're gonna be cold.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cold, but not that cold.
Tomorrow, I know at night it's supposed to be -3 here, which is -19 Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I got
And
my
I'm
scale
pretty-
wrong. I've got my scale way wrong then, because it's a lot colder than that here.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's about to be rough.
It's a thing. I mean, I'm used to just getting 3 feet of snow. I'm not we're not used to, literal sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, where I live too, like we rarely get snow. So like
Well,
when we
you're-
do get
you're-
a tiny bit of snow, like the whole island just shuts down.
Yeah, but that's the thing is you guys are sheltered right by there. It never, you don't. I you know what? One of these days I ought to truly teach you the meaning of the term lake effect.
Lake effect? You got oceans.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Lake effect specifically applies to my particular area. Essentially, what happens is Lake Erie has a habit of not freezing because it gets so warm, in the summer.
Yeah.
So what happens is all that cold air, with the way the wind patterns work, all the cold air coming down from Canada goes completely lengthwise along Lake Erie. All that cold air picks up all the moisture from the warm water off the lake. And the moment it gets to the shore, the moment it gets to its eastern shore, there's an elevation increase, which essentially causes it to dump multiple feet of snow on us at a time.
Ooh. Damn.
Repeatedly.
Repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I've only had like 3 snow incidents this year, and they were all 2 feet, all at least 2 feet at once.
Damn.
That's how it works here. We get snow when nobody else does, and we just get it in such massive quantities.
It's kind of fun though. I like
No,
it.
it's not.
No, it is not.
Aw. I think it's fun.
All right, let's do our
Yeah, because you
setup
don't have to
here.
clear it out. I have to have a $2,000 US snowblower just to have a chance.
All right. Let's do our clock positions first. Melee DPS, do you guys want north or south?
I prefer south personally.
I will take north.
Drive as big or long.
And since I am the other caster,
Zoseph, you could be fake tank.
I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of forget it. But I'm sure it'll come back.
Okay. And then, do we want to figure out
no,
partners
we
for
don't care
enumeration?
about. We have always just kind of figured that out with whoever's left.
Okay.
Because by the time we get that far, if we actually see that mechanic, people are dead.
Yeah. So remember, your clocks are for spreads. Don't be like me last night and going to somebody else's spot and getting 2 people killed.
Yeah, about that.
If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb.
And then wait for the cast bar to go off before we move to the next mechanic. Move now.
I will free us from the wheel.
Get behind him. In front of him. southeast, west.
Where my rime-kissed blades. I will suffer no
Behind him. Go through. Yeah, we got this. This is easy mode.
You say that.
Fire Bear's got the tank buster.
Bruh, hold on.
Everything is fine. Until it's not.
with a bit of dark and hero's blade. I bring my people liberation. You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey.
It's an out, so we're gonna have party 6.
Oh boy. Cancer is pokeballing.
So that's a bad time to Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
I fixed it, at least for the moment.
Get behind him. Go in front. And then we went out in party stack. Minerva over here.
Huh?
You'd be with me and Anon and Panther.
I'm gonna be dead.
Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah, I think because we had the DC, we didn't have the tower.
We only had 2 in that one.
Yeah.
So you were saying?
These damn towers.
Bro,
Well, I mean, we did the mechanic right. We just didn't have the body check.
He's back.
Might as well reset.
What
Waiting
happened?
on- The Edge was calling tonight.
I mean, it calls me every night.
Holy.
It absolutely calls me every night.
Jump.
oh, I see how it is. I mean, I guess it's not as bad as do a flip, but one of these days I'm not going to log back in, and you're going to know why.
Oh my god. That's dark. Now I feel sad.
It's because his sub ran out.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, you could go with that, but we both know that it's something else.
This place shall be your tomb. Let lightning
Wait
surge.
for it. Let's go.
I will free us from the wheel.
Oh,
Behind him. Through. Remember, to get freed from the wheel, you have to touch his butt.
I refuse.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
North, south, east, west.
Where my rhyme kick blades.
Nope. Too soon.
I will suffer no
Behind him. Through.
no matter the foe. I will stay the course.
Get away from me. Ow.
Yeah, that last hit kind of hurt. Just a bit.
And I was at full mana.
That's a sad day.
Yeah, it is.
You shall know true power.
I had a triple melee combo set up for this.
Dragon, hear me and obey.
It's gonna be in and then spread.
Remember your block position.
Crush them.
Back, front. We want to hold under him and then spread out. Front, wait. Spread out. Very nice.
Bathe them in black flame. My meteors will extinguish your light.
Nice.
Very nice.
You wretch. Come forth, my servant of shadow.
Oh, I got excited for a hot second. Okay. If you need me to do the
Sorry.
calls, I can. I can
Nah,
keep
we're
doing
fine.
them.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
South, northwest, east.
Where my rime-kissed blades. I will suffer no obstacles.
Okay.
I will stay the course.
Oh hey, I got a tanky buster.
You actually got shielded.
Okay, last time I thought Ruru had it for some reason.
Why would you ever assume that?
Yo, I don't know. Looked like it was on Ruru.
I mean, I think it could literally be anyone.
Well, I thought you thought Ruru had the shielding. Because it's like,
Oh, no,
why would you ever assume that? He's a machinist.
I gave it to Ruru. Just wanted them to be extra protected, I guess.
I see how it is. I'll remember that.
Yeah?
It's gonna be spreads.
Back. Front. Go to your spots.
Bathe them in black flame. My meteors will extinguish your light.
Oh no.
Oh.
There were 4 of us at this north tower.
And only one in the other corner.
Yep.
I propose, like, I know when we always did it, it was always just supports south and DPS north.
Well, so like one
Yeah,
of
we're
the
missing a support though.
yeah.
I feel like 2 people in group 1 can get it though.
So with the DPS, it's random on who gets the flares, and so I think that's what mixes us up.
Well, one support will always get a flare.
Yeah. The supports were south.
I mean, it's just one of those things we'll have to adjust. Can you imagine trying to do this on Blue Mage?
It'd be amazing.
That sounds fun.
You wouldn't know who's getting picked for tank or healer or any of it.
Yeah, and you just diamondback everything.
That's also fair.
Place shall be your tomb. Let lightning surge. I
that's why I went it. That's why I ran a different way.
My bad.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
North, south, west, east.
Where my rhyme kick blades. I will suffer no obstacles.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation. You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey.
It's gonna be
Cannon spread.
Crush them.
Behind him. Go through and stay under him. And I'll get to your spot.
Bathe them in black flame. My meteors will extinguish your light.
I got shoved towards a flare on accident. It's my bad for.
I was trying to get a screenshot, but I missed it. My palette literally went into an Anon's hand.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
Look to your doom for your doom.
Oh, shit. I got a 5.
Hey, Mount. Well, it's you and Adri, I believe.
Proud.
No, I can assure you, Adrian, they are not.
I've been doing Heidelin today, trying to get the other cat, and saw 8 of them drop, or 6 of them, something like that. There was a lot, and I didn't get a single cat.
I mean, Heidelin's easy enough that after we're done here, we can knock out your Heidelin mount.
I mean, I would be game for that if y'all are wanting to do it.
Well, let's see. I mean, how many more of these do we need?
One.
So, yeah, we're going to be here all day.
I have no cats.
I have one now.
Yeah, he does need Zodiac. He has no cats. I mean, that's true too. We literally could like obliterate the first two trials. I mean, Ananon doesn't have those either.
Oh, I moved early. Left is bad. Left is bad.
I'm fine.
Kind of.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I do crazy shit like that all the time.
Here for it.
I mean, I remember when Hades was on content, and I was backflipping right to the goddamn edge.
Whenever the dual tank busters happen, just whoever's second in aggro stand by me.
Oh yeah, I forgot markers. South, north, east, west.
Do we really need markers? Are we actually using markers for anything?
Oh.
They can help if you're trying to figure out where your position's supposed to be.
I mean, yeah, I suppose a north marker is fine.
No matter the foe, I will stay the course.
Where's it at?
Such is your power.
I thought it was gonna be on Zeus, so I gave him cover. It was not. Yeah. Bro, I'm hitting all the wrong shit. Just trying to figure out where my cover was. Paladin's like one of the only jobs that I have like back bars for because it has so many fucking actions. And you know that I have the on GCD stun slotted for sure.
Well, yeah, because Shield Bash is just that good.
It's gonna be an out.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing.
Wait, what is it gonna be?
Out with parties.
Okay.
Remember, whenever you're with me, Ananon. Front. Out. You want to be. Oh no!
Oh god.
We're all right.
There's three that way. We go down here.
Yeah, it's at 11 Eastern. So it's after we finish.
Another GolBez card.
Oh.
And there's the last
Yay.
round.
And it's the one I rolled an 85.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's so weird. I tried to knead on the damn paladin weapon. It's like, wait, why can't I push that button?
Alright.
Well, luckily,
I mean,
was
it
all
does.
green
Let's
because I
see.
didn't roll on.
Let's see how fast we can knock Zodiar's face in.
Well, if we only need the one Heidel, okay. I mean, if we only need the one Heidelin.
Well, you and Carbear both need Heidelin and Zodiark.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I don't care. That's why we stopped. That's why we stopped Heidelin when we were one short. 'Cause it's like, we were right at time, and it's like, I don't care. I don't have the slightest. I don't remember EX.
It's fine. We just beat this one down, and we'll see where we go.
I mean, that.
This one dies like so quickly.
Yeah, it does.
Anything I should
So, Ruru,
know?
you need.
Okay, he's got an aggro range.
Yeah, you need EX3 and EX4, Ruru. I think that's Conte and Barbaricha. Oh yeah, EX3 would be in Singer.
Will you live to see the end?
I'm over here like, will he live to see my second Starry Muse? Gonna be a cone on the side. Oh, and we want to be Seattle. Oh, haha. I guess this is north. I don't know why I had in my head that this was south. I want to say one of these is over here. No? Oh, we want. Yeah, we're gonna be on.
Oh my god!
I got entered. Never mind.
Oops.
Thank you, thank you.
As we all sit there doing nothing, trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
Just got yeeted into oblivion.
That's gonna be a cone.
The natural order
Oh,
overturns.
it's gonna go behind us. Or does that stay? I forget.
Resistance, bent to my will.
No, it moves.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Take some decent material. Oh wow. The GolBez triple dragon card's pretty fucking good.
Hmm?
Yeah, I
Double
used
eight,
it in my
2-5.
deck. Mainly because I like GolBez, but
Yeah, let's see what I can work him into, because that's pretty good.
Go all Chocobo deck.
I just made a random deck. It just had to have GolBez in it. I don't know.
Oh god, we got double picked on now.
We had that before.
Will be beautiful. Malice become
So you want to be behind the behemoths later?
Yeah, because it's you want to be behind the one that not in line with where he's going to be charging.
Gotcha.
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
That's going to be a cone, and this one's not moving the field. Might have to go to the back. Yeah, one in the back.
Bruh.
Interesting. I had Swiftcast and it didn't Swift.
How I've waited for
Okay, it's
I
actually
had-
going to be. We want to go northeast here.
It's okay. I had mitts and I didn't mitt, so.
I think it's an invuln there.
No, you don't have to, but you definitely have the kitchen sink.
The opposite side. Turn.
Or we just don't care.
Yeah.
There's
Hey.
a lynx.
So
What we like to see.
Did you just pass on an Anon? No, you lied.
Yeah, I allowed it. I think there were only two of us that rolled on it.
Yeah.
No, I know that. I know that even if I pass on it, you're gonna continue on. So there's no point. You know, if I know that, if I know that's not gonna stop this, then what's the point?
It's that check mark OCD.
Yeah. You know I don't care about the amounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ride my birdie, and that's about it. Well, I gotta stay true to my name.
I enjoyed the scoliosis dragon.
I want it. I just need one
it
more.
will be beautiful.
Wait, what? I am confused. What is the scoliosis dragon? Is that from all this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the apocryphal Bahana. A lot of people hated on it on Hulu, but I really enjoy it, to be honest. Even though it does look a little bit goofy.
I just don't know why we got the dragon when we were getting lynxes the whole time.
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Oh wow.
That's gonna be a cone, but we gotta see what's gonna be north or south. North. Uptime stress.
Yeah, it's called just standing in it. It's not a damage down. Just run with it.
So it's gonna be under a bird. Just oh, it's that other one. So it's not in line with him. Oh shit. I wasted 2 of my 3 fucking hammers because I wasn't paying attention.
Because we don't care.
I do. I need half a second.
I would say Minerva or Ruru, you guys, like either of you could probably go to tank if you wanted, because then you can get tank credit and you'll do more damage as a tank than a healer. It's up to you though.
Ruru.
Or not Ruru, Adri. What the hell? You were
Ruru.
Adri.
Maybe Ruru needs tank credit. I don't know.
Well, just because that's the only reason I'm playing Paladin.
Just because you want
Like,
the kitty.
Everybody
Yeah.
would tank.
Well, I want the title
Little
too.
tank run.
Untarnished Oath is pretty dope.
Yeah, I have my warrior one. Wait, this is a 90.
Yeah, so Warriors would be fine.
Minerva, I don't think you have all the warrior ones, do you?
I think I have all the mounts. I don't know, what else do I need?
So what, are we 8 tanking it?
7 tanking. Just for the
You
lulz.
can,
Okay.
there's 2 titles you get after the mount. But that's if you care about those.
Not really.
Then no point to farm warrior then? Or
I
farm
mean,
on
I'll
it.
get it eventually. Like, warrior's my other main.
Love to see it.
I've just always slacked on it because my DPS on other tanks is substantially less consistent. Because I don't play them regularly.
Wait, VNC counts for what? Oh shit.
Oh yeah, it probably would.
Wait, what counts for?
Variant and Criterion.
Oh, yeah, they do.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful. Malice, become flesh.
Oh god.
I mean, I feel like this is just a F it stand in it kind of thing.
Pretty much.
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
We might actually have to do some mechanics because we're not killing it just fast enough.
How I've waited for this day.
One, get a room there with the rest of this. Oh shit, he's down.
We're fine. We should have enough. We should have enough veils to just deal with it. Speaking of which, veil out. Not to mention enough self-healing that we shouldn't even care.
Yeah, listen, I don't know about y'all, but
All in existence, bent to my will. My life's work, my masterpiece.
Fucked up.
Tugging between the titties.
Bro, I like sat there staring at my 40 for like 10 seconds probably. Didn't push it. I don't know why.
Rises.
Oh shit!
Like I said, we're gonna have to maybe do a mechanic here or there.
Oh, that's not good. Nah, you guys got this.
We're fine. I don't think we care.
Yeah, this stuff can't hurt us enough.
And
Wild.
he's at like 5%. So
Salvation.
Yeah.
bail out.
Tolling the death knell of all creation.
Yeah, 0.
Imagine you guys all just die.
I mean, I put Shake It Off out there, so
Yeah, well, 0. Yeah,
Just a hypothetical. It would just be so fun.
Cataclysm. Faithfully
And unfortunate, obviously.
bye.
Yay! That deserves
mount.
now.
that totally did deserve a mount. Let's go back to not all tanks.
Why?
speed this up
'Cause
a
it's
little bit.
faster.
Fair. It is faster.
I mean, I love a good meme run as much as the next guy.
I
But
mean,
also
we
like
did it
kill
without a
stuff.
healer.
We need a healer for that very first mechanic.
Actually, no, we don't. We all, between Shake It Off, Veil, and all of our self-healing that all the tanks have, we should be fine.
I will say that if the tank like achievement mounts and stuff or something that you want, then these older fights are the perfect time to try and get some of that credit done, because generally they don't really punish you very much anymore for running like a bunch of tanks.
Well, that's the thing. Tanks these days are just indestructible. So
Or like any of
Really,
the
Minerva?
Stormguard.
Don't.
we had someone. We had someone
talk about it.
doing that in the.
Please don't talk about what just happened.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful.
What, you changed your character's picture to like you farting underwater?
Something like
No,
that.
no, she's just. It's just complete panty flash.
Well, yeah, but there's bubbles, and so it's underwater. I'm like, okay, so it's farting underwater.
I forgot I did that on my dancer. Oh my god.
Will you live to see the end?
I normally don't even look at those, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, that's different.
Do not talk about what just happened. That was from Drunken Map Night.
And of course course we don't talk about it, because how else can I hold it over your head?
I'm never dancing again.
Bro. Ow.
Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Never gonna dance again.
How I've waited for this day.
All right, stand in the circle, and it might help.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, that also requires me to care.
The natural order overturned.
Ah.
Man, a 19? Come on, dude.
I hope my 5 makes you feel better.
What was that worth something?
I mean, it's the crafting mat. It'll be worth something when these weapons become shiny.
I think we have some in the FC chest.
Yeah, I mean, right
Oh,
now
yeah.
on our server, it's like 7K.
Yeah, but when they finally come out, they'll go up a bit. I just like to
Yeah.
save them for that.
Yeah, we have
Like,
some
I have a
of the
bunch.
Zodiac ones.
I have
Oh,
a
dude.
bunch of like, plates of light just sitting in my retainer, waiting for the warrior of light weapons.
I want the frickin' idle and crafted glowy weapons.
Yeah, I got some. Of those too. I got a bunch from Insinger as well, because I got so fucking many. From them.
Joseph makes a point.
Oh, that's fair.
All right, African. So Kitty just sent me a video of that now that all 3 of her printers are actually up in printer ink,
Has come.
and she couldn't even turn off the rainbow vomit screensaver.
That sounds fun.
It actually can destroy your screen.
Yeah.
Become flesh.
Wish my vomit was rainbow.
Will you live?
Trust me, rainbow vomit's no fun. Usually I can just call it unicorn cubes, but
The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Oh, I printed the parts for Dragon Burner for my for my Trident today.
yeah. Kitty mentioned that she was giving you a hand with some of that shit,
Yeah.
or
'cause
so she said.
Basically, what parts I need because that repo does not make heads or tails.
That
of them.
repo is no fun.
Yeah. And she's been in it constantly. Okay, where's the bird? Bird's the word.
And the word is die.
Jump.
But yeah, I'm going to find somebody that like melts aluminum cans and take them this aluminum CNC mount to add to
Yeah.
their stuff.
Oh, there's the links.
Loot.
I did not need to roll an 88 on that. I think that you just gotta, given the fact that you had a problem with that with Cartographer too, I think you just got a bad. I think you just got a bad mount because now granted, the fact that I have a CNC mount is the only thing keeping me on Zol.
Well, and I was going to switch to the Rainbow Barf logo. But I would have had to have used the RGB, not RGBW sequence. I couldn't use the NeoPixel. And I'm like, I don't want to use sequence unless I have to.
They are problematic.
Just a bit. Like, I actually wish the pads were maybe a millimeter smaller. Because they bridge so easily.
Yeah, they do. I was gonna basically have to go through the through hole and pray. I've just decided that I'm not gonna put lights on mine.
Yeah, I mean, I had mine where it was all hooked up, and then later after it was installed, it's supposed to be killer groups. We didn't sort any of that out. So.
From what I've been doing in PF, would shut it. Oh, okay. Matter.
Got her.
As long as we don't see the second in or out.
We won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we barely even see this section.
Turn your stance off, Minerva.
You want me to pull those thingies around? Or are you doing that?
I'm doing it.
Good, thank you. I did not want to.
Move a little more north. Or south, sorry. I should just say away.
I don't know why there's some mechanics that think PFs just struggle so hard to understand.
Like the
Because the
E-waves?
average player in this game sucks.
It's true, I do.
Yeah, you know?
I'm terrible.
That's not where she was going with that.
I mean, they've only just now implemented an actual, well, not really an actual, but more of an actual intro to the game's mechanics for, like, new players. What, 10 years later?
Yeah.
And even it still doesn't really
Let me out of
do
here.
the best job.
Dude, I did leveling roulette this morning on Sage. We got, oh god, what's it called? The one where you fight Gafurler. And
Okay.
we had a newbie. They could not do stacks correctly. They could not do donuts correctly. They could not do wave knockbacks. They couldn't do
All things that you should have seen long before you get to 95, which is where that dungeon is.
The one that really just threw me for a loop was they could not do the look away mechanic on the second boss.
I mean, you basically...
Well, if they can't do stacks and donuts, they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to do it.
It's the
No,
player's fault, but not entirely. The
On these
square
cases, it is because by the time you've gotten there, you've seen all of those so much.
in this particular case, yeah, for sure. But
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think
talking about some of the
generally-
random shit.
I think just in general, most people are bad at the game because they don't feel like going to a third-party source or going and having to
They
watch
don't
something
care to.
outside of the game. Well, you shouldn't have to. That's the thing. You shouldn't have to go outside of the game to figure out information about very simple things. Like, I shouldn't need to go watch a video to have all these different buffs and debuffs explained to me and exactly what they do, how crit works, how direct hit works. Like, you have to do all this research outside of the game to find out very basic knowledge that the
Do you
game
really
should just
have to go
tell.
outside the game to figure out how crit and direct hit works? Because
Exactly,
it
yeah.
says it says right in the description what they do.
Yeah,
I
it
think
gives you a
that-
general idea.
I think the part about how
Yeah.
stat quote unquote tiers work is
Okay, well,
or
stat tiers
break-
is min maxing.
Yeah, but I think it's a little
Oh,
off
though.
that someone could, for example, put in a materia and get actually 0 DPS.
Well,
Or the fact
The-
that piety
only
is
way that they
actually
could
a
really
good
do
stat
that-
for new healers.
the only way they could
Or-
really do that and not get anything is either they're so low level that it really doesn't matter, or they're over melding where it explicitly warns you that you are over the maximum allowed value for this stat.
And
You
also,
cannot put in
I mean,
54 of something and not get any benefit.
Speed.
you also have issues like people telling new healers that piety is a shitty stat and they should be melding crit instead as a new healer.
Well, they're
Which
not
is
wrong.
absolutely no, they're false. You should be melding piety until you understand how the game works, how your MP management works, and slowly meld out piety for crit as you get a better understanding of the game. They're
But new
giving us
healers
like a
don't
way.
DPS.
No, they don't.
That's the
A lot.
thing.
Yeah, they're not.
That's why-
They don't have MP.
they're-
problems.
If they're running at an MP doing DPS, like blatant, like TAD is not gonna save them at that point.
No, I'm not expecting that to save them
You
or
know,
be an end all
nowadays
be
they
all. But
nowadays
it's
they
a
give
better
them.
alternative. It's a better alternative to have a new healer meld piety
Oh
for a
god, there.
little bit of extra peace of mind and a
They
little
give
bit
us
extra.
so much piety on our
there.
leveling gear as it is.
Alright.
And let's
I'm
be
just-
fair. And let's be fair. They give us lucid right at the start now.
Okay.
You basically have infinite MP with that damn thing.
I gotta peel.
So if you're
I
a
mean,
brand new
just
healer
seconds.
and you go into Savage, you're not gonna have MP management
Okay.
issues.
You see,
Let
you're already well beyond new at that point if you're going into Savage.
No, you're not. No, you're
Okay,
not.
so
If you've only done casual content, you haven't really cared to look into the game much or
See, when
combat
you
much.
say
or
new, I'm
get
talking
better.
people who haven't hit 100 yet.
if I went like
I mean, I'm
full
talking all
blown,
in.
if I went like full blown all out on piety in every single spot, I would get 100 MP per tick.
That's nothing.
It's actually like about a 50% increase to passive MP regen. But
That's
if
what I'm
I,
saying.
That's if I blatantly go all out, and new
You
players
could-
don't have that kind of tiering.
Okay, maybe not.
Stats
But
don't
I'm
matter
saying-
at all for most people leveling.
If I'm not just talking about leveling though. When I'm talking about melding, I'm primarily talking
Yeah,
about
but
doing
you
more
you were
higher
also
end
just
content.
saying new player.
Well, you can be new. Like, just because you're going into extremes and savage doesn't mean you're not new to the game. Like, if you've only been playing a month or two or a couple months, you're still new.
If you are savage ready within a month or two, you ain't new to MMO.
Okay, but you're new to how the stats in this game work. And what I'm saying is that objectively, it would be easier for a newer healer going into higher end content who
I'm back.
isn't used to how they need to manage their skills, their MP, how that whole situation works in high end content, telling them to meld all crit is probably not going to be. How is that going to be beneficial? What, they'll crit more heals, maybe?
That's
Their
exactly
heals
why.
more?
They'll, you know,
Okay. Well, telling them
not
to
to
melt
mention the
all
fact that if
crit
you're a
is
shield healer, you need
counterintuitive.
all that crit to get double shields to get your double shields
You
anyway.
don't need it. You don't
Yeah, you
need
do.
it. A little bit of crit, sure, but you don't need to meld all crit, especially as a new healer. You should focus on MP management.
If you
before
are
focus on-
that new to Savage, you need every one of those bonus shields.
The issue is that MP management is, do you hit lucid dreaming or not?
Kind of.
I mean, and to be fair,
More to it
a
than
lot
that.
of
We both
times,
know.
given how long it lasts and how much it gives, you could basically, the moment you get to about 7,000, just hit it every time, and you're just infinite.
So, the only job I can think
Ruger
of
does
that
have a
would
good point
actually-
too.
The only job I can think of that would actually have MP management is, I guess, White Mage Still Air, and if you want to be like super specific, don't overcap on Sage.
If you're a brand new healer going into Savage and PF, bro, Piety is gonna do you more good than crit. I'm just telling you. That's a fact.
If
I
you're a new
strongly
healer,
disagree.
I just don't see that many instances where a new player going into Savage is not going to run into MP management issues because they're dying, getting raised, and having no mana. That's where maybe
Even if
would be a
even
little
if you
useful.
die, Piety would help. Or if
See,
your
at
other
that
healer
point,
isn't doing
at that
anything,
point,
and you're having to
at that point, you should
expend
probably, if you're
more
going to be dying
MP.
and getting up all the time, that's what you save Lucid for.
By the same token, it's if you're dying and getting up and you're still learning stuff, you should be using like ethers instead of like intelligence pots. Yeah, I mean, I understand where Answer's
I
coming
agree.
from, saying, you know, like people are shit with their MP management, but giving them a false sense of security by saying, let me boost my mana regen more now, when they get to actual endgame content, it's not going to work because they need to be able to do more damage. So you're
Well,
putting
the
them
thing,
into a false mindset.
not
And with Ether's cooldowns, I
necessarily.
don't think you can really rely on them. It's almost a 5-minute cooldown. It's great
The
for an
thing
emergency, but
is you wouldn't stay melded Piety forever. That's just until you get used to how to manage your shit. I'm not talking about long-term usage. I'm talking about right at the start. Like when I started Savage, if I would have started as a healer, I probably would have preferred to meld Piety. But obviously I wouldn't have known that because the only outlook that's given by the majority of the player base is do not meld Piety. It's a garbage stat. Don't use gear that has Piety on it, which generally is right. Obviously.
I have a counterpoint.
But as a brand new player,
Let's hear it, Joseph.
Piety,
Why would I learn the game wrong?
how are
that
you
works.
learning the game?
Why would I learn the game with a crutch? So I'll take the crutch off, and I just have to learn again now without piety.
No, you would just demeld a couple at a time. I'm not talking about, oh, okay, now I think I have a good idea. I'm just going to demeld everything. I'm talking about slowly over time, replacing the piety melds with crit or whatever else.
I thought you were saying Happy Milk Day, and I was
Okay, so
confused.
By the same logic, a new tank should meld full tenacity.
It doesn't really matter all that much for tanks. Because even as a new player,
A new tank doesn't know how to mitt as well.
okay, but
And
tenacity is not
tenacity
gonna
will
save
not
them.
save you, just like piety won't
And
save you as a
tenacity-
healer.
And the difference is that
Yes, it
tenacity is
will.
actually barely worse than determination.
Bro, piety will absolutely help a new healer. There's just I do not understand that outlook where it's just a garbage stat and you should never invest in it.
That's not good.
The problem is that if you're using lucid dreaming, going full piety maybe gets you like what 10% more MP.
10% is a lot for someone
Not.
new.
And again, it only
For
does
someone
something
new.
if you run out.
Okay,
I ran to
a
the
new
tank.
player is gonna run out of MP a lot.
How? They're not spending 300 MP every 2.5 seconds because they're just
Or
standing there
maybe they are.
existing.
Maybe they are.
If they're doing DPS
Maybe they
the
are.
healer efficiently, then I think they're already better than a majority of the casuals in this game.
I think part of it is
But
also
them
we've got
being
to
better-
define the definition of new here, because you're talking about people going into Savage, and it's like new people
Okay,
don't
I'll
touch
put it-
Savage.
Listen, okay, understand this. I'm relatively fresh to
Uh.
games, for the most part, especially in high-end
Can we move
content.
those away a little further?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
dead.
Because you're talking
When-
about people. You're talking about
Listen,
people. You know,
I
needing
went
all
into
this.
Ultimate fresh out of, like, just had beaten Stormblood. Or not Stormblood, sorry, Heavensward. No Savage experience, no nothing. And I went into UCOB. And that was my first raiding experience. And I
See,
did that raid
that's
for months.
completely
every single
unusual
day.
and borderline insane.
I mean, it helped me learn.
It's
I'm not saying that everyone did that.
It's not as crazy uncommon as you think, but still not anywhere near a regular thing.
Yeah, it's not.
I've definitely heard plenty of
But it
people
does
mention
happen.
they have like
It does
friends who
happen.
just immediately decided I'm going to do Uwu before even touching an EX, and they did eventually clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, my
I mean,
son
it's
has
certainly-
friend. My son has a friend try out to get used to the game because he wants to, for this summer, have people to try to run Ultimate with. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
not gonna work out, but go for it.
Don't crush his dreams.
But I think that
No,
like,
I know the people. I know the people he speaks of. Yeah, they're not going.
The thing is,
They're not going to put in the
it's what's-
effort required.
even though I went and I watched like a bunch of guides and I had optimal, like I knew my optimal rotation on Dragoon because that's what I played at the time. I knew what gear and all that. I had the best crafted gear at the time and all that. Like
This wasn't your first.
I did all
MMO,
that
though, was it?
research. For the most, doing any kind of high-end content, absolutely. Yeah, 100% it was my first. And especially that high end of content, I've never done anything like that in an MMO, ever. Never really cared to. The only one I could kind of say I did high end stuff in was Rift.
I mean, well, Rift's high end was weird.
Mostly just open world. Open world bosses, open world PvP. That's all the Rift high end was, for the most part.
Well, I got
didn't
to
get
see some of
super
the
into it.
higher tier stuff once they added a couple expansions, because I came into the game late. So I obviously I can't speak of what it was early.
I played it for a while.
that
It was fun.
a realistic scenario for a new healer is like just get them. Well, if you want to like give them a freebie, you give them like full crafted gear, or they just get like full tombstone gear, and that's already going to give them like a bunch of extra piety.
That's
I think
fair.
like I think like a new healer shouldn't like be wearing normal mode boots because they don't have piety over like higher eye level.
No. I'm talking about like when they get up and get like their first max level crafted set or their first max level tome set. Like in those cases, like if I would have been a healer going into UCOB as a like that fresh, bro, piety would have been awesome to have. But that's I can understand that's a very specific case.
I think you could technically make a argument for piety in UCOB and UWU because you just don't have the OG CDs to budget. You still can, you definitely get away with no piety, but that's a situation where you actually could maybe argue for it. Especially because the DPS decks in those fights are so hilariously power crept. Oh.
Haven't they beat Uwu without a
I know
healer?
it.
Well, that's a different story.
Well, wasn't
Right.
And also might be a little bit more difficult now because I think those class stacking changes do affect older ultimates than just fruit. Like, I think you technically can't do I don't know if there was an all tank run, but I think you can't use, like, more than 4 tanks now, because if you class stack any of the tanks, you just immediately get hit by the LB changes.
Gotcha. I haven't done any LBs. They look fun, but or ultimates LBs. What the fuck?
We tried, but we just
I'm
weren't gonna
not-
put in the time for it.
I'm not sure if the oops all LBs meme strat technically is doable in Uwu still.
This fucking cat.
Have we seen one yet from?
Nope.
I thought I was the only one who needed it.
No, I also.
Oh, okay. You also.
Me and my 45 totems.
Actually, looking at it, the LB spam comp didn't have any class stacking. Although I don't know, does the LB change? I think it's just class stacking, right? Like if you were to bring 3 healers, it technically wouldn't fuck that. And the other issue with that strategy, besides that it's a meme strat, is you have to actually know the fight, like, deeply to do that.
Yeah.
It's very funny to watch, though. Average of 1 LB every LB3 every 30 seconds.
Jesus.
Yeah, LB generation's very broken in ultimates. Oh, sorry, 70 ultimates.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
I fucking suck at Paladin. Holy shit.
There's so many buttons.
It's not
Okay.
that bad.
It's okay, I suck at Black Mage.
It takes a little bit of time in practice.
It's not more AP. It's not even close to as APM heavy as Gunbreaker, but just the combination that you're supposed
Your
to use
basic
your
combo is a
ability
lot of
from.
buttons.
Kinda. I just always big timing Sepulcher or trying to fit Sepulcher into my fight or flight.
It's
That's
a lot of
where-
times you just can't. So you don't bother.
To me.
If it's in the sequence, it's in the sequence, but you just use fight or flight on cooldown.
Oh yeah, I saw something interesting. People are discussing car clear rates by region and how JP has like way more clears than every other region.
Saw that.
What's the population of those servers compared to ours?
I'm talking like accounting for population. So like NA has a lot, actually I believe has a higher player base than JP, but JP still has like triple our clear count.
Yeah.
But there's something noteworthy. I noticed that evidently JP uses they'll use way more res casters on that fight, which makes a lot of sense. Like I think it was something along the lines of 2/3 of casters who clear in JP are summoners and red mages, and in NA it's like 54.
Then you are resolved. But this test is far from over.
I thought it was kind of interesting. And another one is that NA uses Black Mage a lot more, and that's not just in car.
That
which is
makes fucking so
which
much
is
sense.
a little noticeable because it does even if it's not like sure Picto's only a shield, but it is still and a heal, but it's still providing some form of group utility.
Bro,
And Red
don't
Mage
even
has,
get me fucking...
blue and Black Mage has literally none of that.
No, and they're fucking... Oh,
Plus, it's just
don't
the
get me
hardest.
fucking
It's the
started
hardest
on Black
caster
Mage.
It's the hardest caster to play. See, my logic when I was first looking into it is that JP loves to play Lalafell because I think to them it's just the haha funny joke race, and Lalafell kind of has this connection to Black Mages, right?
Well, they absolutely loved playing Tarus in 11 as well. They just like the little guys. It's just how they are.
Ruru, shut up. I know what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I know exactly where he's going with that.
We don't talk about that. So, I figured that since it's like the high skill cap caster, I'm like, oh, maybe JP would like playing Black Mage because they have a lot of Lalas and it's high skill cap and they like to try to feel min-max. Nah, they play a lot less Black Mage. Maybe not a lot less, but a decent bit less. And that holds true even for like M4.
You know why? Because it doesn't make sense to do all this extra work and make all these differing strats that alternate just for the Black Mage, just so they can cook, when they're not even that fucking good. Well, I mean, they're good, but they're just so outclassed by Picto. And even back at the end of Endwalker, like, I mean, they were busted, but you had to be, like, so good with them to do that. I mean, most people would play super selfish and they would not see very good numbers at all. But they're still acting like, playing like someone that gets good numbers. It's weird. Needless to say, I very much dislike Black Mage players.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting this impression.
I like to play Black Mage.
I
like to play Black Mage and stuff like here because I'm not even looking at the rest of the fight. I'm just standing still and hoping I don't die.
And just watching your cast part.
I've had such a bad experience with them. I literally just bar them from my PFs now.
I
like
mean,
every
I
PF.
can get that. I mean,
maybe
I
minus
used
car.
to be
allow
massive
them.
anti-dragoon, so
Well, I can understand.
I still call them
Dragoon.
the floor tanks.
Well, yeah, because then they have like really low magical mitt or some shit too.
Well, no, it's
that
just that they
you
constant. Most dragoons just had a habit of just dying everywhere because they missed
What
their
back-
jumps or the animation locked or they were just bad. And dragoon
Well, the
just
thing
seemed
is-
to be the job that did it.
I'm pretty sure at the start, Dragoons also had like one of the lowest magic damage resistances, and so they would die to raid wides a lot. And that also contributed to the floor tank memes, which I thought was fun. I was a floor tank for like 6 months. And I switched to Paladin. Well,
Went from floor tank to real tank.
exactly. Then I found Gunbreaker, and I've never looked back.
Oh yeah, that was the wrong button to hit. I fat fingered that one.
Is that a jump?
Yeah, I backflipped when I was trying to do the other one.
This wave
Yeah,
won't
that
kill
didn't
me.
go well.
This wave's gonna kill me. Oh god.
No, it ain't.
Black maging. The wave is gonna be the what was it? The,
I'm just
Austin-
I
Austin
literally
Powers
just jumped into
steamroller?
it because I didn't care. No, I have don't move
Never-
backflip and true backflip right next to
Yes.
each other, and I kind of fat fingered that.
Is it Austin Powers with the super slow steamroller and the guy's just like ah!
I think so, yes.
Yeah, that's me with that
What
wave.
Deadpool?
So slow. I
Wait, no,
could
Deadpool
move
was
out
the
of it.
Zamboni.
I could move out of it, but I'm a black mage, so you know I can't. Too difficult.
Also, question: do any of you guys have Memoria Mercera? It's a
Oh,
80.
Moria Materia, the
Yeah,
Mr.
thing.
Garlemald himself.
yeah. I didn't have it unlocked, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's
Yeah, it's
just
kind of
something
a-
from Bowser.
I
There's
did-
no mount though.
It only exists for the Triad card and the Glam. And the Glam you can get pretty quickly.
I'm
He's
not
a
gonna
little-
lie, I thought the Lamb was very mid myself.
Fuck this we get.
It's a
It was
remaster.
terrible.
Remake. It's like a remake of some old job gear.
Yeah.
I
Hi,
thought it
Minerva.
was that current artifact gear, but dyeable.
But yeah, he's a little stingy with his card, so hope you get lucky. Unless you're just not a Triad card enjoyer, which
Oh,
is
listen.
probably smart.
We gotta get them all. Damn it. I don't have the.
I need the P8 card, and I need Queen Eternal, but I keep being too lazy to do EX. Now that they fixed the card.
I've gotten
We'll get
them
back to it
into it
eventually here.
recently, but ooh.
And then I need a tournament card that I once again got a gold pack for, and nope, didn't draw. I'm glad I went from 3rd to 6th in the span of like 6 hours, because everyone just runs at the last minute.
I wonder what happened to our damage there. Because I covered you and you covered me.
I think it can only bounce once. I think.
Yeah, you guys just take each other's hits.
Well,
Oh, we're gonna see the second.
Yippee! Make sure to spread after this, or stay spread from each other.
Oh, sorry, my computer's stuck in a.
Actually, that's great. We can just hit it harder.
I think technically it doesn't really make a difference in time,
It
Well,
doesn't spell locker.
because the intermission's delayed, but then also she has less health for later.
The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow and hope's demise.
Oh yeah, I remembered something. I need to figure out how old school mob drops work. Like, it technically still is in the game. It's a little bit rare now, but like, where you kill a mob that just drops an item, right? Directly into your inventory. Like if you're farming like meat for cooking. Is that?
Oh, it's
the
called
gift-
It's called retainers.
So all I know is if, for example, 8 people all gang up on some chocobo, right? Do they all have
Yes.
their own individual chance to get a chocobo feather?
That I don't know.
Or is it that
I believe
one,
that's the case.
or is it that one of the 8 players has a chance to get a chocobo feather? Because if it's the first one, I wanted to try something, but that's a
Holy
different
shit,
time.
that.
If it's just that it drops an item and then it randomly assigns it to one player, that's not ideal.
I know when Dontrell first came out, I had a party of 4 farming meat together.
Yeah, that's what retainers are for. Meat and leather. Yeah, I'm just sending someone. I don't feel like doing it.
Both my retainers are not combat, so I can't do that.
Well, then you need more retainers. I mean, I've got 4. I know Etrigan's got at least
That's-
6.
That's money. If I could pay for my retainers with Gil, I would. I am paying with American Freedom units.
See, I don't mind because I get the cheaper subscription rate
Oh,
anyway.
answer offline.
The benefits of being a legacy player.
Yeah, I have a total of 6 retainers.
Bro, I have none.
You've got to have at least 2.
Well, yeah, I have two.
I have a few.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how do you sell shit?
So,
Oh yeah, my retainer brought me
I do.
chocobo slippers.
It's literally a struggle too, because one full retainer is just relic items. Like, it's completely filled with just relic items.
Oh, that's me eventually.
It sucks. Because now I'm needing to store shit, and I can't store it because I'm not going to get rid of my stack of 100 unidentifiable seeds. Like, what?
So what you do is you go and do all those relics.
I forget how many.
Well,
How
yeah,
many of
but
those do I have? I have 110 of unidentifiable ore, seeds, bone, and whatever the last one was, the shell.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, I
110
gotta-
of
You
each.
should remember your
stack of
saddlebags
100.
because that's something a lot of people forget about.
Oh, my
No,
saddlebags
my-
where I put all of the Eureka and Boja stuff.
Bro, my saddlebag is material. It's like stuff I use potentially on a daily basis. So, like, extra materia, the totems. Like, I put, like, the current EX totems that I have in there. Oh, yeah, an extra glam. Because my glam dresser is full. So I keep, like, all my cool gunbreaker.
You all keep way too
Weapons
much
on me?
shit.
Not, bro, listen, not really. I'm trying to remember, oh yeah, and then my second retainer, like, a page and a half of it is dye, because I'm dumb. I just went and bought some of every dye, and just filled
I got a
retainer
lot of
with.
Yeah, the
You
only
carry too
dyes,
much shit.
The only dyes I keep like in any kind of inventory anywhere are the ones that are like I can't craft them.
That's fair.
You know, because all the other ones are
Jet
stupid
blacks.
easy to craft.
Yeah, I don't craft, so that I just buy them, because fuck it.
He doesn't craft and he's out of inventory space. He is carrying
No,
too much
yeah.
shit.
I still have a bunch of inventory space. Well, kind of.
Sorry.
Not in my retainers.
I got him.
Not in
There's
my
something
retainers.
wrong with my computer.
Oh god.
I do have an issue with keeping, like,
No.
average offers, though.
Thanks, Minerva.
I can't control my movements right now. Like, I don't know what's happening.
I save your ass.
Your middle mouse button.
Also,
I am.
bro, quick tip for if you're ever leveling from, like, and you hit 60 and you need,
Get
like,
better.
a poetic. Bro, I'm trying.
Sorry.
If you. Wait, what?
The sorrow of hope's demise. Think,
Okay. If you, God damn it.
find
Bro, the range on these is so fucking annoying. Fuck out of here. If you don't want to spend your poetics on poetic gear, you can just, like, solo farm the Alexander raids for, like, savage gear. Just the last tier.
lie, my children.
Because
That's what I used to do.
it takes, like, a few hours to hit a full stack of poetics. And a full stack of poetics is not even a full set of gear, and you can get a full set of gear within, like, 10 to 15 minutes, easily.
Holy shit, he actually has useful advice for something.
That would have been nice to know, like, a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Well,
Another option.
the ability to solo some of those savages is pretty new.
Yeah.
Because anything with an early body check.
That's what I used in Endwalker when I was leveling all my shit to 90. That's like 75% of my jobs level 60 and 70 gear came from the raids. Like, I didn't really buy poetic gear much, and if I did, I would put it in my painters and save it.
One thing you can also do is if you like leveling with Boja, it actually kind of just throws a lot of poetics at you.
Oh no, Bosjes just doesn't exist to me. It needs to be nuked off the planet.
And then, if you really, really want poetics, I actually think that one of the fastest poetic gains is if you are in a Eureka that is actually doing NMs.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
And
I can agree with that.
Notorious monsters, or I'll just call them raids. So, Eureka Fates just give an incredible amount of poetics. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
You have to be in a good instance. If you're not in a good instance, then you're not even gonna get pops.
Okay, Ruru, what's a bad opinion?
Like, let me see.
Oh no, Bosje was a nightmare for me.
Okay, so like,
I had to go in there alone as a tank, which means I never got any goddamn healing. Trust me,
So, like,
it was a nightmare.
So like some of the later fates in in Eureka are giving like low 80s to 100 poems each, and some of the big ones give 120. Like that's practically an entire alliance raid.
Ruru, if I had friends, I wouldn't be fucking here.
How much does Boja give? Does Boja give more? Or am I just crazy?
I've never really like poetic farmed per se, but
yeah, I think you're
like
overestimating a few things, Ruru.
For like the first year and a half or so, I just was running so much content like every day that I mean I was getting basically a stack of poetics every day, and eventually I just started spending them on relic items.
Recently I've been buying paladin shields and then desynthesizing them.
I don't have my Swift.
I have like nothing else to pin them on.
Thank you.
For the totems?
Poetics, I have like stuff. I'm pretty sure I don't have any relic stuff I need to buy with them anymore.
You have all the Manderville
Oh no.
done?
Yeah, I have every Manderville.
What is happening?
I got carved.
Ouchie!
We're literally standing in everything.
Yeah.
So did those every time, though. They haven't been murderers.
Yeah, but we haven't been vending.
Oh, god damn it.
Dude, I'm so ready for the Suzaku Unreal.
Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare for PF, and I'm all for it.
Dude, I've soloed that fight, and so I know all the mechanics for the most part.
No!
Because you go through pretty much.
God damn it!
Until solos.
Dude, it's a really fun fight. I really enjoy it.
What is happening?
Especially when you have, like, Phoenix Down is a really fun mechanic. And it's called Phoenix Down, so.
Alright. Hopefully I don't die here.
You got a pretty massive shield, so.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There, have some extra shields.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I would throw some paint on you, but it's down. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, paint will harden. That's a kind of a shield.
Anyone who's ever tried to scrape paint off the side of a house knows how tough it is.
Shit off a house, nothing. Sometimes you get it on your skin, it ain't fucking coming off.
And you haven't had the pain of trying to strip paint off the little minis.
Actually, I have. That was before I knew you.
But this test is far from over.
My initial foray into Warhammer 40k when I didn't like how the figures came out, and I was trying to strip the paint from stuff very carefully, and it did not go so well.
That's a thing. We've come up with all sorts of little tricks for that. Some of them work, some of them don't. Brake fluids, engine degreasers, ultrasonic cleaners. Just don't use simple green. It will melt your plastic. But if you're like me and have nothing but
Oh Jesus fucking
if you're
Christ!
like me and have nothing but metal minis, it works just fine.
Yeah. No, this was a less expensive plastic set that had, God, I can't even remember what they were called.
So before you knew me, that might even predate Tau.
I want to say they were like the Zerg of frickin'
Oh, with Tyranids.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a box set that had Space Marines and Tyranids in it, so there were a lot of people
That
who
killed me.
would. There were a lot of people who would,
Get me the fuck out of this
you
fight.
know, basically split.
Thank
You know,
God.
There's the second. They would
Fuck
what they would
this
do is they would
fight.
split they would each buy a box set and then just trade them, just trade the parts to each other.
Yeah, that's.
That was a very common thing.
And
A thingy.
were you AFK all the time?
Obviously, she got us killed how many times?
I was not. I was
Anywho.
present.
Give me the links. Get
Um,
me out of here.
Alright,
Fuck that
so
shit.
so Adria was asking for some Memoriam area. Do you guys want to do that? A couple fights real quick before maintenance, or
Which
I
one
kinda-
is that?
I'm kind of curious how fast he'll get dazed. Because he does have a few slightly. He has like one or two kind of tricky things, but
let's see if everyone has it. Everyone has it.
I just want to get it off my
It's his divine radiance.
cleared shit.
because I think the main one is the little lines that you shoot, delayed lines you shoot forward. And then intermission's fine. It's just Susano, but 2 tanks instead of 1.
That's encouraging. Love to see it.
Then there's a thing where he does like, I think he does what's it called? He does like a big circle. I don't know if he has a donut variant, and I don't remember what the tell for that is. So you look.
Oh, I've never actually done it.
Oh wait, no, sorry. It's either a donut or a not donut. It's either a circle or a push.
Oh, so the gunblade wasn't enough. He had to mix paladin with it.
Maybe skip it. He has a gun shield.
Fuck it, let's just blow him the hell up.
That's the idea.
Hopefully.
Maybe should have went to.
It's
gunblade.
level 80. We should probably it's level 80. We should probably just all go tank and stand and everything.
He's pretty intimidating.
No, he's not.
I mean, we also get auto 30% freaking echo.
But he is Garlemald.
And Garlemald is dead. So
Nuh-uh, they have a frozen wasteland.
yeah, with nobody left alive in it.
No, it's inhabited by hunt trains. Oh, that was the other movie does.
Yeah, that didn't really hurt.
I have a lot of
You with your 8 bone stack?
Okay,
I just stood in it. I didn't
Alright, no-
care.
Alright, he doesn't.
I actually didn't know it was happening.
Alright, he actually almost died right there. No, it was a joke, boss.
I didn't even know it was happening. I just said, fuck it. because I've never actually been in
I
here.
wonder if you can just like tank 7 DPS him and just skip this. It's probably a health phase, but you might
What's the
just
worst that could
kill him
happen?
there.
Nah.
Panther, is this the one that we like soloed that one time?
Oh,
Yeah, just,
yeah.
we've duoed like a lot of them.
Damn, you actually. I wouldn't be surprised if this fight could like practically be 8 DPS, but I don't know how hard he gets tanks.
The highest level
Given the
one
fact that I went to 8 bone stacks and survived,
Well, imagine if you actually
Uh-huh.
did the mechanic right, unlike me.
the highest level one I've been able to solo though, I haven't been able to go past what is it, diamond weapon.
Well, thanks for that. Appreciate
Because
it.
I can just barely kill it before the in range
I know
by like
Emerald.
a couple seconds.
I know Emerald's soloable, but it's really cringe.
Yeah, it is very cringe. I've tried it.
All I
Phase
know is-
1.
Yeah, it's possible, but it's just like RNG, timing, all that jazz. But if you do
Yeah.
get past it, it's pretty free in P2 from what I hear.
All right, guys,
Yeah,
we want to
I-
call it here because I don't think there's anything else we can do super ultra quick.
When's maintenance?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I think I still need to do Juno this week.
Good luck.
Thanks.
So,
I wonder if I did judo. I probably did.
Voidcast is done, Heidelin's done, Zodiarc's done. Are you guys done with Storm and Ordeals and Singer?
No, because you
Realis-
need them.
Oh, okay.
Realis is an easy fight.
True.
In quotation.
Let me look here. Yeah, we need 3 N-Singer. We need it for an Anon, Ruru, and Carbear. So, well, let's try to learn N-Singer for next week. And Hmm?
I hate Insinger too.
so do I. After that, if we want to go to Barbaricha, we want to learn on that guy. If we don't have time / because you actually have to learn Barbaricha. So I would say we'll do Endsinger because that's one we would have to study for, and then if we get all 3 mounts, rather than going into Barbaricha, we only need 2 mounts from Human
Rubicon.
Torch, Rubicante. So
As a rule, don't count me being missing.
I do because check marks.
Yes, but I'm saying in general because I don't really care.
I know.
Alright, well, I'll catch y'all next week.
Yep. See you guys next week.
Good night.
Good night. I'm just gonna go ahead and log here because I'm maintenance.
Mm-hmm.